identify. Hey everybody, McGillbilly here.
And I am Jamie.
Welcome to one more for the good guys. We're the good guys, and brought to you by Good Guys Cigars. If it's your first time coming by, welcome. We hope you enjoy yourself here. We hope you learn something. We hope you enjoy the content. And if you do, well, hit the like, subscribe, and follow buttons.
And if you don't, hit the like, subscribe, and follow buttons as well.
Keep your mouth shut.
That's right.
We'll all get along that way. If you do, all jokes aside, if you do like it, be sure to hit the notifications button with all the content, premium hand-rolled cigar content getting censored on YouTube these days. It's important for us to be, if you want to keep up with us and what we're doing, it's important to hit the notifications button so we can stay in your algorithm. And let me say, it's a lot cheaper for us to stay in your algorithm than it is your home. So with that, all that being said, we're here to talk to you a little bit about our PCA trip to New Orleans. And we got a special guest with us. She is the good gal, one of our teammates here in Good Guys Cigars. And everybody make welcome Lexi.
Yes.
Welcome to the Honky Tonk, Lexi.
I'm glad to finally be on here.
Girls are good guys too.
Exactly.
That's right.
Basically the face of our business on social media too.
Yeah. Okay. We always start out by saying, if you're new, we always start out by talking about what we're smoking. So I'll lead the way if that's all right. As soon as I find all the information, I should have had that pulled up since the beginning, but I'm trying new shit. Don't judge me.
Only judging a little bit.
Let's see. Why is it not on here? Well, we each are smoking different blends, but cigars by Karen Berger Cigars. I learned about Karen Berger and really thought about her story from a little bit of research that I did. I actually seen her on Cigars Daily. If you guys don't follow Cigars Daily, that's definitely one that you should follow.
After you follow us.
Yes.
Should be the second one you follow, for sure. Maybe the third. Definitely not the first. I'm in my Rain Man mode. Go ahead.
That's okay. I just want to make sure you got it all in there.
I did.
Okay. You feel better?
Much better.
Time for Wapner?
Yes.
All right. But I've found out about her on Cigars Daily with Tim, and I was intrigued. I wanted to know more about her story. There's a great little, 15, 20-minute video, something like that on there with her telling her story. But she is one of the few, if maybe not the only, individual lady in the business who not only owns her own cigar factory, but owns her own farm. She is a fully 100% integrated cigar manufacturer out of Esteli in Nicaragua. So with that being said, I was intrigued. I wanted to find out more about her. She grew up working in the industry at the age of 18, and then sometime later married the fella who was with this, who was the original owner of the cigar line. She worked every avenue of the process from seed to distribution in the cigar business, and I was really taken back by learning her story. I am smoking a new cigar. It's not a new cigar. A new size is coming out this year, and they were showing that one at PCA. But this is called the Ixtel-E. And from what I could understand of her, that was Esteli, the way they said Esteli in their native tongue. It is a Habano Criollo wrapper, Habano binder grown in the Jalapa region, and filler tobaccos grown on the company's farm located in Esteli. This cigar, MSRPs, It's not a super expensive cigar. And we can't get into all that, but if you want to learn more about this cigar and maybe others, you can visit at goodguyscigars.co. You know the rest. So you can find out that stuff there. But really, from light up, construction's great on it. The packaging was really great. You guys can talk a little bit more about it. But what are you smoking, Jamie?
Well, I'm smoking the Overtime by Karen Berger, which is the same blend apparently as the Halftime. And the Halftime was a 4x60 that was released in the 25 PCA show. I saw one of those today, actually. Mm-hmm. And right yeah, and the Overtime, their rep was handing out some stuff, and he was like, "Hey, this is a new size for us, this PCA show." So the Overtime's a 6x60. Large, and both are Ecuadorian Maduro wrapper, Sumatra binder, and Nicaraguan filler. And we were able to meet her in person, spend a little time with her, get some pictures made and whatever else. And she spoke highly of this. So far, it is what you would expect from a Maduro cigar. It is chocolatey, cocoa-y. Probably so far, I'd say this is about a 5.5 on the strength scale. Very little pepper and very enjoyable. 6x60. These, they're affordable as well.
That's the one that she didn't want to continue making, isn't it? Isn't it the same blend as the?
I believe that's right. And but there was such an outcry for the blend that people really liked it.
That sounds right.
And they kept doing it. And then that's when they sized it down to do the Halftime. And they also have one called the Tailgate.
Okay.
So it's kind of a sports theme deal.
And she changed hers because the rest of these are K by Karen Berger. So I think she's like doing a rebranding, and she's just going to, because the K was for her past husband.
Yeah, I think what she's doing too is that she's creating a couple of different lines, and the Overtime, Halftime, tailgate lines are going to be more of what you might call the value line, as opposed to some of these other sticks that we're going to talk about. I was very impressed with her. We'll go on to what Lexi's smoking next.
Yeah, what you smoking, Lex?
I'm smoking the Connecticut. It got a little damaged in the haul back from New Orleans. So the foot is not very pretty. I don't know if they can see it either. Yeah. Very good.
Rated a 93 by Cigar Journal, the Connecticut, which they don't hand out.
Yeah, I mean, I love a Connecticut cigar as it is. So this is definitely high on that list.
That was in a, the size Lexi smoking is in a Toro, a 6x52 box press.
Yeah, kind of a soft box press.
Yeah,
not one of those rigid.
I'm not a big fan of normal box press.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah.
Very pretty packaging. The band on that is really nice. I like that a lot. And I'm assuming it's an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper.
Yeah, over Nicaraguan. All the filler stuff and all the blends are from binder filler tobaccos are from the farming, from her farms, either in Esteli and or other growing regions that she does. She also partnerships a little bit with AJ Fernandez and
who's he?
Yeah,
a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
He makes the a 25th anniversary for her, or uses the tobaccos. I'm not sure who makes what, but it's a collaboration between the two nonetheless. And of course, as you all probably know, and if you don't, all that tobacco would be also be Nicaraguan, either grown, I guess, at her place and or at AJ's place. So.
Which is a perfect pairing because they're both Nicaraguan heavy. So
yeah. But this is just you don't see a lot of first of all, you don't see many cigar manufacturers that are fully integrated. And what I mean by that is they do every step from the seed to the production to the sales
To the boxes.
to the cellophanes, the whole deal. They do it in house on that farm, and she was left full run of the operation when her husband Don Kiki passed away, they're really good cigars, man. This is my first time smoking one of hers. I guess it's our first time any of
First
us.
Karen Berger cigar I've ever had right now.
So
Definitely.
And I will be smoking it again.
Yeah, so far so good. I'll tell you what, not to interrupt the thought process, but we saw a lot at the PCA. And one of the most impressive things we saw at period was Karen Berger herself.
and her dress.
Yeah,
That
she's
was
dressed like a
insane.
Disney princess or something,
But
or like Glinda the Good Witch.
She was dressed kind of like a Disney princess, but it was her gown, if you will, was made out of burlap.
Yeah. And it was like hand painted
Yeah.
Yeah,
from what I could tell.
Yeah. And bedazzled.
And it was themed to
bejeweled
her
and-
cigars.
Mhm.
Like it was all paid tribute to her different things that she's got going on.
It was like Glinda the Good Witch in
That's what I
Did she
realized.
have a tiara on?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I
She
thought
had like a
she-
little
yeah.
crown. Yeah.
Okay.
a tiara. Is that
yeah.
what she said? Yeah. Yeah, she did. And a stunning lady as
Very
well.
beautiful.
And just very personable,
Yeah, sat down with us, wanted pictures with us.
Yeah.
to post for them. Very knowledgeable. That's something that really caught my attention is that, a lot of times, and, maybe this is not the case, but a lot of times this is a man's ruled business, right? This is a patriarchal business. And kind of the thought process, and just from what I've read and whatever, is like, oh yeah, the women are in the business, but they don't. She knows her shit.
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
She knows her blends. She knows what the flavors are. This is not somebody that just inherited her husband's business.
No.
She knows her stuff, man.
She blends the cigars and the whole shooting match. She's worked in every, and I guess to finish my original thought that I'd started with is you don't find that many fully integrated companies in the in the cigar business, and you certainly don't find fully integrated companies that are in this business that are owned by a lady. So it was very unique. We're always looking for unique. I had a choir teacher years and years and years ago that always challenged us, and especially me, with, why do you want to be average? Why don't you want to be ahead of the curve in doing the things that you want to do? And I found that with her line, and that was definitely, that was on our list of people to go see. You especially wanted to see them. So it was good to know. Carrying on a little bit of that with the, with ladies and cigars is, two more things. Well, let me get back to my notes here real quick. But, the first one that we wanted to, that we definitely wanted to see because they're such, they're dedicated to such, value was, McAuliffe Cigar. And, we got to, meet, the daughter who I had heard of McAuliffe Cigars, I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, something like that. Well,
They were a guest on the Cigar Authority, which is another great podcast you can listen to, the longest running cigar podcast.
probably the second best podcast out there.
He said that, Dave, not me,
Hey.
but
You two guys,
he's right.
really good guys.
But yeah, so Al McAuliffe with McAuliffe Cigars. This is a guy that was made all his money and stuff in the petroleum industry with petroleum products. Big shocker there coming out of Texas. They
got to meet him.
We got to meet him, got to meet the daughter, and I want to say her name is Laurie. I got to make sure. Will you make sure I'm right on that? But they are out of Texas, and they have partnered with the Gomez Sanchez family, who have a long history in the cigar making cultures. Offer a wide range of hand rolled cigars. And the biggest thing was when I heard about them and heard their first episode on Cigar Authority, I ordered one of the care packages, and the McAuliffe Black had just been introduced.
Which was their first blend, right?
Had just been introduced and was their first blend, yeah. Well, in the color series way, it was their first blend. What was before the color series? Oh, there's a bunch of Spanish names that I'm not going to be. Amanda, right. Shit. Sorry, Amanda. I knew that. What did you say her name was? I said Laurie for some reason. She looks like a Laurie, or looks like she was very pretty. Yeah. I didn't know that she was the daughter until you said something about her father, and I was like, oh my gosh. And she talked to us like she was just any cigar sales rep. Like you did not think that she was the daughter at all. Yeah. Great company, great family business. They came out with a color series, and the McAuliffe Black, which was voted Cigar of the Year with the Two Guys Smoke Shop and the Cigar Authority. I want to say it was like 2017. 2017.
I think that's when they founded the company. I don't think it's been around that long, right? Isn't that?
I'm not sure. That would be.
I will fact check that along with Amanda over here.
Get on that, Rain Man.
So we don't go down a rabbit hole of incorrectness.
It's where we live, is in a rabbit hole of incorrectness.
Speak for yourself. Any rate, they have a McAuliffe Black. Then they came out with the McAuliffe Blue. I believe red was next, purple, green, and now they have a brand new one that they debuted with Two Guys cigars up in New Hampshire, which was the McAuliffe White. All of those different wrappers, all of those are different blends. But here's the great part. All the Robustos and all the color blends are the same size. All the Toros are the same size. All the, all the way up the chain of all the different selections that they make. Same size. And here's the best part. Same price.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're talking about a Cigar of the Year contender and winner that is under $10 for a Toro, which is absolutely unheard of in a world, in
the cigar world.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they're also just changing the game when it comes to that. Now that that's easily available and in a good cigar. Yeah. Well, Dave says, coined the phrase the McAuliffe effect. Oh, all right. This year's cigar, or 2025 Cigar of the Year was $75 a stick. $75 a stick.
Yeah, the Padron, whatever damn anniversary it is.
Or whatever it was, or 75th anniversary. I don't know. So what
exactly makes them so expensive? Like, why do they feel like that price is acceptable?
Well, the way they justify it is they stamp Padron on the side of it, number one, and then it's select tobacco that's been aged a certain amount of time and whatever else. And I mean, they've obviously got the pedigree to charge that, but I think, who's buying a $75 cigar? I mean, my God, we smoke as many, I bet there wasn't many people at that show smoke as much as us, and I'm not paying that.
I can't pay that.
Yeah.
I'm in a different tax bracket.
Most cigar smokers don't want to pay that.
We're not rich guys cigars. We're good guys
That's
cigars.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
But Dave, the 2024 PCA show, everybody lost their minds. And I think it goes back to like COVID, because they had like a little cigar boom during COVID because people were buying more stuff. They were also buying lots more cigars, didn't have enough to do,
Just more time at home.
More time at home a lot. Government was giving them money, right? So there was a big upswing in cigar sales, and it continued to rise for a while, and everybody was talking about this is the cigar number 2 boom, from people within the industry. And then all of a sudden it wasn't. But last year, there was like Padron had a $75 cigar. Steve Saka had a $100 cigar. Rocky Patel had almost $100 cigar. Who else? Davidoff.
Well, they always had one.
Yeah, but they came out with like all the year of stuff started back over again and all that. Long story short, the most successful, largest independently owned brick and mortar owner in the world said, I've still got stuff left over from last year, and the stuff that I have left over is the expensive shit. And I'm selling more McAuliffes than I know what to do with. And he termed it the McAuliffe effect.
All right.
And through a little bit more of our journey, we'll talk about the other places that we went to today, or went to during the weekend. Was that's what we were looking for. We were looking for value. We were looking for quality. We were looking for somebody that said, we're here to sell cigars. You don't have to buy, X amount of numbers, and then we'll step you up on this system and then to this tier, and then you cross your fingers and bury a chicken foot under a rusty barbed wire.
I knew something was coming.
And, inquire with a Santeria priestess. We don't need all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
comes with a voodoo doll. Voodoo doll with every box
and a pincushion. So,
what is the deal with that one that Atabase coming out with, the black leather box?
That's a United cigar.
That's going to be an expensive cigar.
Oh, well, absolutely.
I think I heard
under the theory that anytime that they say, if you see the words "call for pricing" or "pricing not disclosed," or "we don't have pricing yet," that means they're talking about how many zeros to put after something. I'd say that stick's going to come in, and we'll talk about that Atabay Black because we are United. I say it's going to come in about $80.
Yeah,
I say that's going to be about the price point.
I heard one of the people there talking about it. Not Tommy. Tommy didn't tell us, but one of the other reps was talking, and
he texted us today too. Tommy did, or he called and then he texted.
So Lexi, as a newbie to the deal, what struck you most about, say like the two we've just highlighted, the Karen Berger cigars and McAuliffe? What was your big takeaway from that as far as
meeting them,
in general, production,
It really impressed me that Karen, she started rolling. Like, that's how she got into cigars. Mm-hmm. She smoked her first cigar while she was at work. Mm-hmm. And for her to just show so much determination and to keep going and keep that business going on her own, that's crazy. And then to make a cigar that tastes like what I'm smoking is even crazier. So,
and then I kind of look at it like we look at people like her and Perdomo and Dave and those guys that we're fans of their work, and we kind of look at them, maybe not a superstar, but kind of a celebrity.
Yeah, definitely.
Celebrigar.
I like it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And I think I may have heard that somewhere, but I can't take credit for it. But we look at them like
I will take credit for it.
And so that was something that always struck me, was just the everyone's personality and demeanor and accessibility of being able to
very impressive
and have a cigar. And
I was kind of blown away by that because you guys had kind of mentioned that when you went to the Cigar Expo, just how accessible everyone was. And I was like, well, they're full of shit. Like, there's no way that it was just that personal. And they really, really are. I was shocked. And Christoph, that guy,
Glenn Case,
amazing. Loved him.
We're going to touch on each of the groups on
sure. Well, that's a good place to go next.
I'll tell you what.
Look out for McAuliffe cigars before I forget it. Look out for them. And they also got another value line coming in that's going to, Jamie smoked one of them, and it's gonna even change the industry even more. It is
definitely, that's what I took from the McAuliffe booth.
There you go.
And some, like the Crux booth we'll talk about, and some other places, is that you're seeing new blood in the industry, new ideas, and like McAuliffe, it looks good on the shelf. It's a rainbow of colors. All the sizes are the same across the board. All the prices are the same, and all the prices are good.
Super
and
easy to
I'm telling you right now, the industry, the big boys, let's just say them, the Rocky Patels, the Altadis, the General Cigars, those people like that. Don't you think for 1 second they're not looking at what McAuliffe's doing?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because my whole take, if you said, Jamie, describe the show in one phrase, I would say it is that everybody is hunting for their McAuliffe.
Yeah.
What is their McAuliffe going to be? And I think that's what Dave's talking about.
Yeah. Where you're looking for the next big value, the value thing. And in our business, we're certainly looking for that because we have a lot of, we have a lot of people that are brand new smokers who, so let's say, just joined, kind of got into the hobby. And then we have complete newbie customers who want to try a cigar maybe for the first time. And, or, I used to smoke them with my granddad, or I used to have one on every, 4th of July or whatever the case may be. But just very occasional cigar smokers. So, when you're trying to gain a customer with our mindset and our business model, it is making a sale's great, but I'd rather make a customer, right?
Yeah, I'd rather make 100 sales. And build a relationship.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I think the whole industry is that way, from top to bottom, with it being so family oriented. But I think with the pricing, the way it's going, and like Mr. McAuliffe is obviously a very good businessman. Like some of the things that he's done and stories. And I think that the giant players in the premium cigar industry are probably shaking in their boots a little bit.
Well, maybe.
Because
they certainly they've certainly made something more than just a ripple in the industry.
Yeah.
But what I mean by that is the fact that, okay, I could sell a brand new somebody a $20 cigar. That's a great cigar. But do they want to invest $20? Do they want to invest time on the size that I have it in? Or do they say I like more like a Corona size or a traditional Robusto size? Well, then my immediate thing that I think of is, what is our best $8, $10, $12? What is our best, what takes all the risk out of them owning that cigar and setting it on fire and smoking it?
Yeah.
So that means the best price, the best cigar for the price, and the right size for them, and creating the best experience that they can have for smoking a cigar for the very first time.
Exactly. And I think that what they've understood and are understanding now is this: is that we've done so much work on the podcast and in person to prove to people, especially new smokers, that this is not a luxury hobby. It does not have to be. And I think that the powers that be have made decisions that said, hey, how are we going to tap into the majority of the market? Because not many people are in the tax bracket to spend even $20 on a
Who
cigar.
can?
Right? So
Yeah,
especially,
exactly.
I mean, gas $5 a gallon. So I think that what
Are we
they're
grading in
realizing,
yet?
what they're realizing is that, hey, we've been leaving a lot of customers out
Leave money on the table.
with just the mentality that, oh, that's a luxury habit.
Yeah.
And I think too that for tobacco users, I think that cigarettes being $8 a pack has helped push
That's
people
crazy.
over into real tobacco.
Yeah.
So anyway, Christoph.
Yeah, we met Glenn Case in, as Lexi was saying earlier, at the New England Cigar Expo last year in September. And I had heard him introduced on many different things that I've watched about him and seen about him as being the nicest guy in the cigar industry. And when we met him for the first time, that was certainly rang true. And so we had ourselves set on going over to the Christoph booth. We have two of our best-selling cigars, one of our cigars of the year, and our picks, the Vienti and the Guardrail, two of our best sellers.
Fantastic
We sell
smokes,
4 or
both of
5 of them every time we go out.
Yeah.
Either to one person or for the night, but fantastic cigars, approachable by everybody. My VNT might be a little more power than some folks want to get into, but nonetheless, we're Christoph fans, and we didn't know a whole lot about the brand. We've tried different varieties of their sticks and different things, and we wanted to become a Christoph dealer. So we went up, we said hello. And
He remembered us.
Glenn came by and remembered us. And
And if he was nice the first time, he was
Yeah.
extra nice the
Yeah.
second time. Like he started grabbing cigars to give us.
Yeah.
He's telling us stories, made Lexi cry.
Oh man, I was bawling.
well, I had heard that story.
Yeah.
You know, I'd heard him tell it on the Cigar Authority. And it really impressed me. I was trying to tell it to Jamie a couple of weeks ago, and I was, obviously it's his story to tell.
And you asked him.
And I asked him, I said, would you mind? Because I didn't know if, he may not want to share that. It's pretty personal to him. And his reply was, it would be my honor to tell you the story about my best friends.
And he got choked up himself.
Oh, yeah.
It was a touching moment, I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And I have smoked Christoph for years, the standard Maduro and some other things.
Which is still their best selling.
Yeah, they told us the best selling cigar. It's actually this overtime reminds me a lot of that flavor wise. So, but yeah, man, just the Guardrail and the Tres Hombres is the one you were talking about, right? Where his two best friends had passed away that had worked with him and grew up with him and stuff. And he came up with a blend to honor the three of them. And it's
Tres Compadres.
Sorry. And it's got their initials on the band. It's just
It was basically his cigar mentor in the cigar business and his best friend, and they both passed within 4 months of each other.
Yeah.
And so the Tres Compadres was a tribute to them. He knew their palates so well of what they liked, and basically blended a cigar for his buddies. And,
Right.
just a touching thing. They have been going through a rebranding process at Christoph, so they didn't have anything brand new cigar coming out this year, but they did make a PCA exclusive for 2026 in a Cameroon wrapper with Dominican binder, Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. 500 boxes of those, 20 cigars, 10,000 total cigars. And we got one of those. So anxious to try those. Tell you all about them, but don't sleep on Christoph Cigars. Family owned company. I believe Christoph is his son's name. I believe it was named after his son. If you go back and if you go back and find some of the Cigar Authority stuff, he talks about how they did their business, and they really did it differently than anybody else in the industry. They try to work and promote within and work it all from, I think they might have even been a broker for a while and then got into the business. It finally got into the business itself. But, a company that's 20 plus years old now, and don't sleep on it. Great cigars. So yeah, Christoph, one of our favorites with Glen
And
Case.
we were able to tell him too that, just like a consumer comes to Good Guy Cigars and wants to take their hard-earned money and trade it for a cigar, we do the same thing on a wholesale level, right? And I told him, I said, it's an honor to buy from you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because you treat us like we're somebody.
I mean, he remembered you.
He remembered you.
Him
and Nick Perdomo remembered us. So.
Yeah.
Was it the guardrail that I smoked last night?
Yeah. That was your first time.
Yeah, I was super intimidated by it first, just because
it looks like a butt kicker.
It looks intimidating, but I mean, it was fantastic. I was hesitant to try it.
Well, as much as I love the Venti, the guardrail's my favorite.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
I like the story too. So
I think it's a lot more approachable for everybody.
It is, definitely.
So
power wise, strength wise.
I mean, who am I saying? I like them all. Yeah.
Well, I think the big thing with the guardrail is kind of like for someone who doesn't have a discerning palate yet, they can smoke that cigar for the first time and go, wow.
Yeah.
Flavor.
Very much
Flavor.
This one's got the Zimbabwe in it. You can really, not that I'm a Zimbabwe tobacco connoisseur, but I'm telling you, there's something in it, and you're like, oh man.
It was fantastic.
But you're right. It's one you can hand to anybody that's not developed their palate yet and say, hey, smoke this.
And they would go, oh, wow.
Wow. I want another 6 of those.
Yeah.
So
I think you guys talk about that cigar every podcast at this point.
We talk a lot about the guardrail. I mean, it's just become that popular in our.
Yeah.
We've got other cigars that kind of deliver that way, like the Montosa Maduro delivers in a flavor way that a newbie or somebody that's not got a very discerning palate can really pick up on flavors. The El Rey del Mundo is the Oscuro.
The Last Call by AJ Fernandez is another one.
I've still not tried
It's just a little powerful though.
Yeah.
But it's a flavor bomb.
Yes.
It's like, whoa. Like the Medio Tempo, similar. I smoked one of those last night.
But I'm saying in that 4 to 5 strength range, those are the first 2 that pop out to me.
Yeah, sure.
Like, but people can get flavors from those as well. They're both flavor bombs. But the approachability, and I think that's why we talk about it so much, because it's just a damn fine cigar.
Smoked great.
Speaking of damn fine cigars, what's your all's thoughts on what you're smoking?
I'm still loving it. Really, really good.
You picking up on anything you want to?
No.
No,
it's a Connecticut. It's a great Connecticut, but I don't really I can't pick up on much flavor as far as.
Is it creamy?
Definitely creamy, but I don't get.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah. But, and too, this is a good example.
Not everybody does.
No. And there are some that I can, that I'm like, immediately I get it. But then there's others that are just, I like it.
And you're
I know
still
that I
in a
like it.
place to where you're learning your palate and whatever else. It's just, and even, you'll smoke one cigar when you're first starting out, and then you'll smoke it later on. It's a completely different thing because you're like, oh, now I see why people like oysters or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Which we had that experience too on the trip. On mine, you're asking about the cigars.
Yeah.
This is one of those that I would say, hey, are you a new cigar smoker? Try this.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
it's
it
smooth.
fits in that.
One flavor so far, not one flavor, but one, it's not common. It's not been changing. Very Maduro-ish. It's got cocoa in it. It's got a little bit of a fruit, a little, not much. No pepper, which I'm pretty impressed that there's none. Yeah. Some people that are a little more sensitive to that may be like, oh, it's got a little pepper in it.
That's me.
Yeah. Yes. But, for a Gordo, yeah, I'd recommend it for sure.
This one is, I read something about in her blends that they're not, a lot of her stuff is not very, overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
Medium to maybe a medium plus and, strength wise. This has got tons of flavor. It's very, but it's a smooth, very smooth smoke. Lots of floral components to it. Tobacco sweetness, but like light tobacco sweetness. Maybe some, think like sweetness of like a golden raisin or maybe not. Like when I think of tobacco sweetness, a lot of times when we say real tobacco sweetness, we'll take the Medio Tiempo, for example. You get that natural sweetness of the tobacco, but it's often followed with like molasses, like dark, sweet flavors.
Yeah.
This is very middle of the road in the sweetness and very enjoyable. A little bit of fruit, kind of fruit sweetness and very good. I'd be excited to this is in the Toro, so this one's been out for a while, and the new size that's being released this year is the Robusto in this.
That looks like blend. A 50 or 52, is it?
I'd say it's a 52. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than a 50. But
what was the wrapper on that one?
But it's Criollo.
Yeah, I don't think we did it on purpose, but we pulled out 3 sticks that are across the board different.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
And man, I mean, this is about as big a cigar as I'd want to smoke.
0 pepper on the retro.
Yeah, I ain't got none on that.
I've retroed it every time I puff on
really?
it. Yeah, same way here.
And what is that?
The Ixtali. Really, really, really good.
I think I think this, if you're a big ring gauge cigar smoker, that'd be a fantastic golf cart smoke right here.
Yeah.
This would be.
Yeah, you're probably right because it's durable. It'll hold up.
Probably get you through a whole front 9 or back 9 too. I like it a lot. I like her a lot, and that matters for me.
Absolutely.
She just impressed the hell out of me with her knowledge and her demeanor, man.
Yeah.
I mean, she was dressed like, we already said that.
We'll have to upload the picture.
Yeah.
So they can see her.
Yeah. So what we got? Oh, this is our.
Well, one that we definitely wanted to see was Joya de Nicaragua. We have been, my favorite daily Connecticut is the Antonio Connecticut by them. My favorite, one of my favorite really strong cigars, 2 actually is the Gran Reserva and the, Joya de Nicaragua and the, one that I hadn't had in a while, and I was telling you about the other day. I think we actually touched base with it on the podcast the other day on the Can't Miss brands, which will be coming out if it's not already been out.
It's the current
the Dark
episode,
Corojo,
which is,
it's fantastic. It's probably 11 out of 10 in power, though. I mean, it's a strong cigar, but it's
and
really,
I smoked one
really,
at the show
really, really, really flavorful.
that we got at the booth, right?
Yeah.
And might have been my favorite cigar of the whole weekend. That sumbitch is good.
Which one?
That Dark Corojo Joya de Nicaragua.
You did
He'd
say
been
that.
talking about it, and I never had one. And he, you spent time at the Hoya booth. It was crowded, but man, that was a good smoke. Whew.
So a few things about the Hoya booth that I ran into and found out over there. For years, Hoya's distribution was ran by Drew Estate. It is now being ran by SAG Imports, which is owned by Quesada, which also, interestingly enough, way back when, Quesada handled all of Hoya's distribution from the time they opened. Quesada is one of the oldest family-owned brands in Nicaragua too, and so this time the situation is described as a joint venture between the Quesada family and the Martinez family that owns Joya de Nicaragua. The booth was great, plenty of room. They were very nice with their samples. They have 3 new cigars coming out. The Joya de Nicaragua Cinco de Cinco Corona Doble, which is San Andres binder, wrapper, Nicaraguan binder fillers. They have and that will be a regular production. They also have a red, white, and blue to celebrate the 250th anniversary. And the one really just excited about is the Classico, or the original Green Room selection, which comes in a really nifty 6x4, 6x54 Figurado. That was the actual cigar of the White House when Nixon was in office. Another exciting couple of things that they got coming out is the Rosalones, which is were previously attempted to be introduced to the U.S., though this is the first time it's being offered in 2 blends to American stores. And those are going to be coming in. They have a Connecticut version, and then they have a Habano Criollo Colorado wrapper. And those are going to come in at for a Robusto, they're going to come in at $6.99 a stick. So again,
McAuliffe effect.
Again,
that's awesome.
Value. Interesting story to know about Quesada, which I shared with Lexi because she was interested in knowing this, is when the, I don't want to say old man Quesada.
But that guy,
when the father passed away here, a few years now, he left the company to both his daughters. So, Quesada cigars are being ran by women in the industry now.
The oldest Nicaraguan brand too, right? Quesada.
Yeah.
We thought it was Joya.
We thought it was Joya, yeah.
Obviously they're under the same umbrella and so forth now, but that's, man, I know we got a bunch of booths to talk about, but I'm telling you, I'm every time I smoke anything from Joya now, I'm like, damn, this is good.
Yeah.
From the silver to all the
good.
Antonio stuff is fantastic. The Cabinetta, we can't keep them.
Yeah.
It's
great introductory cigar.
Oh Lord. Well, the silver as well, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is, in my opinion, as of right now, the most underrated cigar brand on the planet.
What makes you think it's underrated?
Because it's been around forever. Everybody's got some somewhere, and nobody's out there ringing the bell like we are, and they should be.
Yeah,
That's it. Well, no, take it back. The most underrated cigar brand, period, is Perdomo, because Perdomo does not get the love that it deserves, and it may be a good time to go into them next, or you already got rolling.
No, it's fine.
But
let her rip.
Perdomo is excellence from top to bottom. You talked about Karen Berger being an all-inclusive, you used a better word than that, integrated brand. Well,
Fully integrated, yeah.
Perdomo's the same way.
Yeah.
And did it first. And every smoke Perdomo makes is hella good, too. So, anyway, Perdomo. While you're pulling that up, we got to meet Nick Perdomo at the New England Cigar Expo in September of 25. Talked to us like we were his kids. I mean, well, me, like I was a kid. He talked to you like you were a brother, whatever. But anyway, he remembered us. We saw him Friday night. They had a party in the park, if you will. And Guy Fieri was over there signing reception. Stuff and opening reception. And Mike and I were walking around, and the ladies were in line to get knuckle sandwich autographs. And right there was Dave Garofalo, and right there was Nick Perdomo, and right there was Nicholas Perdomo, and they talked to us again and remembered us. I mean, Dave, remembered us because we buy
You're the baseball guy.
Two guys, but Nick remembered us. And anyway, I won't steal your thunder.
No, it's totally fine. There's, when you talk about consistency, we're pulling some of these articles to give us talking points as well from Half Wheel. So several of the different writers that write for Half Wheel covered the PCA and was all around us while we were there. So you can read up more about this on halfwheel.com if you want. They're saying while there's been a ton of consistency to the way the booth and everything looked, that just falls right into place with consistency of Perdomo's products.
Correct.
We have has that one already been out? The Perdomo Brands That Can't Miss?
It comes out Monday.
Okay.
So it'll be out soon.
So that one's coming up. Look for that on our, and you'll hear more love that we've got for that, for Perdomo. But,
that effectively will be last week's episode. If you're listening.
Just don't piss me off. Just go watch it. Any rate, the consistency, I mean, everything down to every T is crossed, every I is dotted with Perdomo. And when you walked into that booth, you just felt it oozed. Of all of that.
That's
I would say. What did you think, Lexi? You were a brand newbie.
Very impressive. I'm glad that we will be carrying them officially. That's good news.
So what she's talking about, we were at this opening reception after our educational first day at PCA. We had already gotten a few cigars. We sat through some speakers, had a good time, some rum, some great La Aurora.
That rum was...
Yeah, La Aurora is making their own 12-year and 18-year vintage, or 12-year and 18-year version of Dominican rum.
And it is kick-ass
It's
good.
fantastic.
I don't even like rum either.
We had the Family Creed cigar paired with that. It was quite nice.
Not to be mixed up with Apollo Creed.
This is true. That would be more a Apollohausen. Yeah. Very nice. Very evil. So with all that, but anyway, we seen Dave. Jamie spotted them, Dave and Nick and Nicholas, and we went up and we just started talking, and it just felt like old hat.
Yeah.
And Nick looked down at our badges and he goes, "I didn't realize you guys were retailers. How's your business doing?" Not because I was anybody special, but he knows if my business is doing well, his business is doing
exactly.
well. And he was truly interested in hearing about our business. And when we told him about what we were doing, and and I said, we would love to carry Perdomo. I said, but I'm not sure, out of everything we've heard, if we have enough shelf space to be able to meet up to your requirements. And he goes, Dennis, does one of these numbers, like De Niro on
at a party.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, that's right.
At a party.
At a party.
Comes Dennis, walks over, and he said, this is Jamie. This is Mike from Good Guy Cigar in Knoxville, Tennessee. You'll be their rep. And he said, take good care of these guys. And he said, if you'll excuse me, I need to go say hello to some other folks. And it was, and I mean, it happened just like that.
You know, our bullshit meter's pretty high because we can dish it out.
Oh, gosh.
There's no pretentious anything about Nick Perdomo.
Well, you said it best. You summed it up best, that he does not speak without purpose.
That's right. That's right.
He does not speak without purpose.
That guy's a master class on communication.
And thank goodness there was purpose, and he liked the good guys. So that being said, we found out what the requirements were, and we had told everybody about what our business was. And, you know, with telling somebody that we're a mobile retailer, we got two reactions. The first reaction was, huh? And the second one was, man, that's really smart.
Yeah.
That's really ingenious or innovative or whatever word I'm going to mess up next trying to pronounce.
Innovative.
Thank you.
We are not a mobile lounge, though.
No, we are not.
We are not a mobile
lounge. We have
lounge.
that capability.
Yeah.
Which they found out.
We offer a lounge.
Which they found out at the first Tennessee PCA meeting of all time, which we attended.
Mike said, nope. We are a retailer.
We are a retailer with a lounge.
Yeah.
Maybe. I like, you know what I like though about the lately, Mike's like, you know, we can do hospitality stuff, but we're a retailer. I'm like, that's good. I like that.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, if you want hospitality, we can do it.
Well, that's what everybody in the industry calls the lounges is hospitality service.
That's a nice way of saying money pit, I think, for them.
Maybe.
But,
maybe.
Yes.
I love it.
But, you know, whatever. I got so we're happy to announce we're going to be carrying Perdomo cigars now and running through some of our big events that are coming up and all that stuff. And we don't have to cover everything today. We can cover more stuff at a later time.
It took us 2 days to walk around it. And I was telling customers last night, as far as trade shows go, it's not a huge one. Like we talked about before, like the NAMM show in Anaheim's like a week long. I mean, you can't see everything. And it still took us 2 days to walk around.
And I think
there's a few things we still missed.
We could have been there longer.
We could have, I don't know how much we'd have profited by it. I think we seen the stuff that we felt was going to be good for our business.
But if we would have stopped at every booth,
we
could have been there for a week.
Yeah, we could have definitely spent at least another half day going around and seeing. And
those retailers like to talk,
especially if everybody that had took to us like a DBL did.
Yeah,
he acted like you were his long lost child.
Yeah, I love that.
That was really cool.
Yeah,
I love that. Let's pull them up here and tell the folks about them just a little bit. DBL Cigars stands for Dominican Big Leagues.
It's nice.
Dominican Big Leaguer Cigars.
You know what we didn't ask though, and now that I think about it, I wish we did ask Francisco this. You know, Dominican obviously is a big baseball country.
Yes.
I wonder if that big leaguer came from a love of baseball.
Probably.
We've made some connections with baseball.
So.
Perdomo, Nick Perdomo and Glenn Case are both Cubs fans, which
there was somebody else had said something about seemed like there was somebody else we talked to that said something about baseball. But
Yeah, I think so.
Nonetheless, I thought it was funny. The thing I took from the whole DBL thing was, I had smoked a few of their cigars in the past and really liked them. And then again, you'll hear this phrase a lot. I was listening to the Cigar Authority, and they had Francisco, who is the owner of DBL. He had worked under Lito Gomez at LFD. He had also worked under Fuente back when he was a kid. So he's been a tobacco person his entire life. But Francisco Almonte is his name. But I just heard this episode, and I felt his genuineness through him speaking, even on the podcast. I mean, he was like telling those guys, a left-handed person rolled your cigar and a right-handed person rolled this cigar.
Just by looking at it?
By just looking at it. And then explained how and why he could tell.
That's awesome.
You know, so when we walked up, they were on our list to go visit, and I said, hey, there's DBL, or somebody did. I don't know if it's me or not, but one of us said, there's DBL. So we walk over, and Dave Garofalo's standing there.
We basically followed him.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
Dave
he said start left.
Yeah.
And we started left.
He started left.
Yeah.
So.
And Ed.
The buyer, Ed Santa Maria.
They were actually,
they were both up there talking to the DBL booth. They carry them at two guys. And so we were approached by a lady rep, and I cannot remember her name. It was Diao or something. It was a real weird name. But anyway, super sweet lady. And we were talking, and I said, I've smoked a few. I named off 2 or 3 cigars of theirs that I had smoked and the ones I liked. And, I said, but I got to hear Francisco on the Cigar Authority. And she goes, oh, well, just wait just a minute. And she turns around and says, Francisco, I don't know what she told him. This guy's asking for you or knows you or, wants to dance.
I wish I had a video.
Or whatever. I don't know what she told him, right? And he comes over there, Mike, my friend. Oh, my long lost friend.
Yeah.
How long? Oh, Mike, so good to see you. And grabs me around the neck. Of course, I just hugged him back. And when we separated from the hug, I just said, alas, Francisco, how long has it been? How long has it been? So he knew he had a good ping pong partner there, I guess. And he was just like, you ready to smoke a cigar? Come sit down. Had us sit down. We talked. We went over all the stuff. And he was one of the ones who, even being the owner of the company, does every event.
Yeah.
And only sells to brick and mortars. You don't find their stuff on big wholesale websites and the evil empire.
That's true.
Doing it the old fashioned way.
I would say of the people that we got to meet for the first time, that were owners, let's say, that Francisco and Karen impressed me the most. Yeah. Of the new people we got to meet.
And Amanda.
Yes. Yes. That's also true. Mm-hmm. But obviously Nick and Glenn and all those people, but I was very,
we were blown away. I smoked a great Maduro cigar from them. We're going to be carrying DBL. They make some great sampler stuff I think is going to fit perfectly. We think is going to fit perfectly into our business model. And can't wait to be in business with those guys. One of the big things that I thought was so dynamic about him was in this industry for rollers, for tobacco workers, for people that work. He has created the first, basically retirement plan. So when people work there so many years, they retire and get retirement from them, which, they don't have Medicare, Social Security.
A lot of people don't realize how important those jobs are too.
Absolutely. Especially to that, to their economy.
Oh yeah.
To their infrastructure, their cities. So we're blown away by him, and everything you hear from interviews with him on the Cigar Authority or anything else you've heard from him. It all matches up. Just super duper, great folks. We got a couple more and I think we're good, but, we got to visit Rojas Cigars, Noel Rojas, which is out of Nicaragua as well. They've got several new things. We've got a new stick that was introduced this year called the Quiet Morning. It's a Ecuadorian Connecticut seed over Nicaragua binders.
That reminds me so much of, Eddie Griffin.
Wait, let's do the NPR voice.
Yeah.
They have a new cigar coming out this year, the Quiet Morning.
Oh my goodness.
There's this thing going around right now. It reminded me of it is, they call it a baseball game, but like it's a golf match.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that? It's hilarious. It's like it winds up with a pitch just outside. A real whispered, whatever.
Send it to me. I'd like to see that. It's pretty funny. The Quiet Morning cigar, which we have never had, it's brand new to but it's created to be the first cigar of the day. Let's see, it's available in a Robusto, Corona Gorda, 6x46. Very traditional sizes. Toro's 6x52, Robusto's 5x50. And man, look at that. MSRP on them, $9.
McAuliffe effect.
For a box of 24.
Something I've noticed, and I noticed it at the show too. This is just the weird shit that I noticed is that obviously Connecticut shade wrapper talked about it for years and years and years and years. And when they figured out they could grow it in Ecuador, based on the way the clouds and all that shit is, for a long time, it was Ecuadorian Connecticut. Mm-hmm. Now, and I saw this a lot at the show, and I see it right there in that article by Half Wheel. They'll say Ecuador wrapper, Connecticut seed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which is just different. I mean, it's in parentheses. It's not like, okay, so they're saying Ecuador Habano wrapper, Habano seed. They don't say seed, but I'm just looking at it. Yeah. So I think it's a push to get, because I feel like that originally Ecuadorian Connecticut was like the redheaded stepchild of the Connecticut grown shade in the Connecticut River Valley, as far as it's Ecuadorian Connecticut. And now I think there's a push to give Ecuador its own identity. It's like, here's this. Yeah. And Ecuador's a great place to grow tobacco, and we can grow everything there we want.
Well, anyway. It could be that, or it could also be maybe they never really separated it.
Maybe so.
Yeah. I don't know the correct answer, but you could be onto something. We carry the street tacos and the carnitas. We also have the Blue Bonnets, which was a cigar that I fell in love with that made us really want to go to and visit Rojas Cigars. And we're going to be proud to say that we're going to be able to start carrying those as well. So, the Quiet Morning is his new one, as well as a Street Tacos Cinco de Mayo, which is a production of 2,000 boxes or 20 cigars, 40,000 total, is a new limited edition that he came out with this year. But pay attention to that name, Noel Rojas. I think you're going to hear, really, really good things about him. in the coming. I think he's probably been in it all his life, but still a newcomer into the major swing of the world of premium hand rolled cigars. They debuted in 2023.
Roja?
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
And to correct myself from earlier,
IPCPR Convention and Trade Show.
McAuliffe was founded in 2016, so they're relatively new, kids on the block too, 10 years. But Rojas is real new. I didn't realize that. It was the blue bonnet that really kind of put that over for you, right?
Yeah, I fell in love with it.
I'm still not. Well, I smoked that one, but I must have not. I don't know. I know it was good. I just don't. I haven't smoked any of those Robustos yet. I need to.
There's so many cigars.
Yeah, I know. I actually forgot we had them.
The last one, and we probably left some out, I'm sure, but the last one that I have notes on that really, I think, spoke to all of us. It was, all of these manufacturers were the talk of the night when we got back to the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Of who we liked best, what we took away from them, all that kind of stuff. So,
this next one, you and I actually smoked one.
Yeah.
And,
so, Crux Cigars.
I knew it was going to be Crux.
Yeah.
The
company
crux of the matter.
Yeah. The company debuted 12 years ago, has gone quite a bit. A fact evident when walking around and observing the large number of different lines being showcased. The company also has added 4 new full-time employees, bringing the total to 14. And it looked like they needed about 4 more. Because we talked to the vice president.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Who was a super accommodating and welcoming fella who really loved our business model and actually didn't just let me tell him about it, wanted to hear.
Yeah.
So they debuted a new line of cigars last year, called the Marblehead. It is refers to the Crux's approach to 109 style cap, a 109 style cap, which debuted in 14. It's kind of a cross between like a Bellicoso cap and a normal cap.
Great mouthfeel for me.
Yeah.
I really liked it a lot.
Yeah. The tip is like a 48 ring gauge and the body of the Toro that we smoked is a 50. So, almost felt like you were kind of smoking a Corona size, something like that. But at any rate, they introduced the Habano last year was a big hit, and the Maduro was the new one this year, the Marblehead Maduro. San Andres wrapper, Nicaraguan minor filler. I feel like it is a perfect, and I told him this because he was like, what do you think about it? And I said, well, I think this is a perfect transitional Maduro for people who's wanting to try Nicaraguan tobacco.
I thought I didn't smoke the Maduro. I smoked the Habano, which was fabulous. But I think that's a good description.
Yeah.
And a place in our particular lineup that we need, I think. It's like, okay, you got this, and then over here's this ass kicker, and
Yeah. Well, we have, and a price point that's coming that's incredible. So like the original line, both have 5 packs, 20 packs of the new blend will be sold, and they'll be sold in acrylic boxes instead of company's more traditional cardboard packaging and wood boxes. But they will also be offered in fresh packs. In various different lines. They have also taken to the kind of I don't know who got what from who or who got what from what, but they kind of into that same kind of McAuliffe area where they have different colors. for different brands. And
what do you mean they've got identifiable bands where you can tell what they are?
Yeah, exactly.
I was really blown away by their packaging.
They have
it's modern. And,
They have a Connecticut. Go ahead, Lexi.
I was just going to say it's informative. You know what you're looking at. It tells you what you need to know.
Remember it.
Yeah.
They have a Connecticut offering that comes with a red band, an Epicure Habano, which comes with a yellow, a Maduro, an Epicure Maduro, which comes like in a green band, and then the Marblehead Maduro, which is going to have a blue band.
I mean, hell, they make a $9 MSRP Gordo.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
that's a lot of tobacco.
Yeah.
Right there,
man. The fresh packs will be a pack of 4 for $29.99.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
So complete value there. The Toro will be $7.99 per stick, and the Gordo will be $8.99, and they will come in bundles of 20. But there's great pictures of all this stuff. More things to read about if you want to read about any of these different things. Again, just go to halfwheel.com, and they covered as well as they cover everything else. They covered the PCA really well. But Crux was one of those inviting, hospitable, welcoming,
very much
companies that also said, we just want to sell cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
that's a big, not all the power players do that.
Well, certainly, not every experience we had at the PCA was positive. I would say 99.8% of it was. Mm-hmm. But we got some snobbish, turn our nose up at you responses. Response.
There was one very positive experience we had with an old fashioned.
Wow. Yeah. That was
amazing.
Was that at the same rum?
No, that was the.
Several
weeks ago, I had shared a story with you about this rum that I had drank when I had played music down in the for the troops down in Honduras one year on one of our Caribbean tour with the USO DOD, and I had. We were on a joint task force base. I had buddied up with these Army helicopter pilots who liked the music and all that stuff, invited me out for drinks. And we're drinking in their bar, the Lizard Lounge. And we're sitting on this patio, smoking cigars and drinking Florida Cognac rum. And they were there. And we were walking over. I think we were in that area, whatever. And I seen the display and I was like, holy shit. I was just talking about this. And so I called the gang over, and they made us I had a sample of the 18-year, which was fantastic. I mean, any rum you can drink neat with no ice, no nothing, and sip it, and it's just like butter. It's good. And that was certainly this. But then they offered to make us a rum old fashioned, which was quite something.
It was amazing.
I'll tell you, I'm not I loved Mad Men, right? It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
And that was the Donald Draper drink, wasn't it? The old fashioned.
Yeah.
And typically made with bourbon.
Or Manhattan, either one. Yeah.
Yeah. Typically made with bourbon, which I don't really care for much. It's a little bitter, but this wasn't. Mm-hmm. This is like drinking damn juice.
Yeah. Well, at first he was like, do you want one? I was like, no, it's too early. I don't need that. And then I tried Jamie's and I was like, holy cow. That was.
Yeah. I mean, I could have been drunk real quick right there, probably, because it was just like drinking damn sugar water. It was fantastic.
And that had been chilled. And
it was chilled perfectly.
It was one of those perfect.
Really, really good.
things that you put in your,
Yeah.
like those damn char grilled oysters, or is that what they were? See, I
Acme
hate
Oyster
oysters.
House.
Okay, to me, it's like eating big boogers or something. And she ordered those, and I'm telling you right now, one of the best things I've ever eaten, ever. And I hate oysters.
They were grilled.
They were grilled, and they were like
They were
sizzling,
really good.
cheesy. It was like taking a piece of perfectly cooked filet mignon or ribeye fat and eating it. It's just like, this is living.
You can thank Kendall's dad for that, because he's the reason we tried to go back there.
Oh, yeah.
It was worth
He
it.
said, y'all need to try it.
Yeah, that was definitely a hit. I'm a pretty picky eater on some things. And I love the fact that I said, let's get a couple of orders of boudin balls.
Oh, man.
And Jamie goes, well, what's that? What's that? No, I don't. I can't. I'll go buy. And
I think it was more like this. What's a boudin ball?
Yeah,
that's
well,
exactly
what it
was.
There was a little bit of worry to you.
Yeah, it's like this.
And I'm thinking,
Well, it was egg rolls at that place.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was boudin egg rolls.
Yeah.
They had just.
He's like, you got to try that. I was like, now wait just a minute now. We're down here in seafood country. Don't be giving me no damn
But what struck me so funny
sea
was
anemone or something. Whatever
you
the hell.
guys eat all kinds of shit that I won't eat or don't eat.
Well, you won't eat onions.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's just crazy.
Did you just get here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if I suggested something, it would probably be pretty safe for everybody.
Now that you say that, I'm
that's
like,
what
yeah.
struck me so funny about you.
It
You were
makes
just
sense.
like,
Yeah, Jamie was concerned.
quite not-
Well, she had ordered
but
those oysters, and I thought to myself, my God, this is going to be gross me out. And he said boudin balls. I'm thinking testicles, something. They cut they castrated a boudin and put that son of a bitch on my
Like
plate.
you knew it.
Oh my God.
And then shit you think. It's like going through your head, and it's like, no. It's like, and I would have eaten.
Oh, man.
If you said, Jamie, you have to eat just that for the rest of your life.
I mean, they take ground chicken andouille sausage, okay, and mince up onions, green peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers, rice, Cajun seasoning. They mix all that up and they make balls out of it, roll it in cornmeal flour, deep fry them. I mean, come on. You kidding me? So anyway, that was, but that's why it struck me so funny. I was just sitting there thinking, out of everybody you think might order something weird,
You're at the bottom of that
I'm
list.
way down there.
Yeah, way down.
Way down there.
Yeah.
But
Even below me, because I'm not into, listen, if I'm going to pay for something, I'm going with something tried and true.
He's such a safe eater. Nothing new.
Yeah. But man, and then we had them again, the boudin balls version. Man.
those poor boudins, damn, they killed a bunch of them while
You know how
we were
you
down
can take
there.
like those cheese balls that are so terrible for you.
Nearly 100 little boudins
and just
lost
eat
their
a
life before we
billion of them. That's what you could do with this. You'd go broke
man.
paying for them probably.
Yeah.
But man, Lord, it's the best thing I had on the whole
You
trip
need to
to
have
eat.
your dad get them when he goes.
Oh yeah, no, you'll thank me later. But so what was your biggest? So sum up PCA trip for you, Lexi.
Like, what was my favorite part of PCA? My
whatever you
favorite
wanna
part
talk
was meeting Agnes. I was super excited to meet her.
With United Cigars.
United Cigars, Ash Hills podcast. They only make it once a month. They need to be doing more than once a month.
I'd say they'll probably be working on
They
that.
need to. And also
I
getting
think
to
their
roll a cigar.
popularity is really growing. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
But getting to roll that cigar was
That's
really
right.
cool.
Toscano booth.
Yeah. That was very fun. I've always wanted to try that. And obviously to do that at home, you've got to buy all the supplies. So that's a bit of a commitment.
Well, most of the finish rollers that apply the wrappers are ladies.
Really?
Yeah. and the bands, because they feel like that they have a better eye for detail for quality.
I believe
Well, that's 100% chance. Plus intricate work with their fingers. Their hands are smaller typically. So
You mentioned one time, do they use banana glue for the bands? Is that what that is?
no, it's
it?
it's I think they get it out of Canada. I don't know if I just pulled that out of nothing, but it's some kind of natural grows.
It's a fruit pectin.
Yeah.
Basically like you use when you're canning fruits. And so it's a vegetal based product, and they mix it and come up with an actual glue type paste or like, the way it looks. Now I haven't seen it, obviously I've not been to one of the production facilities, but, it almost looks like it's got like a kind of a waxy type consistency to it.
I'm thinking like the stuff that you used to like mail letters, like that little, that pink stuff?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where they like touch it and then.
Yeah. It's, I guess it would be similar in the fact that it seals things, but it's 100% vegetable based and organic and safe to obviously.
It says cigar glue, also called pectin or vegetable gum, is a food safe adhesive similar to the coating on the backs of stamps and inside envelope lids.
You nailed it.
Derived from plants, is used by cigar rollers, yada, yada. I think I pulled the Canada thing completely out of my rectum, but
sounds reasonable.
But was that your entire take on the deal? Is that what you had to say there? Because
I don't know.
Well,
what do you have to say?
For me, one of the things I really took away from the show, aside from the stuff we all talked about, is how good of shape the cigar industry seems to be in. From each company that we spent time with is vertically and horizontally integrated in such a way that they are set up for success. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we didn't go to a booth and be like, oh, they need to get their shit together.
Maybe one, but we're not going to mention.
Yeah, maybe
True.
one.
We're not going to mention.
Unbelievable.
We're going to mention it to him when we see him. But
oh no, you're missing it. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're with me, right? Yeah. Okay. Now you got
that one. Well, they wrote an article. But that's what I took from it, is like, okay, you get it. I've been in certain other businesses and trade shows, and you'll go and, it's a lot of rhetoric and bullshit. I didn't get that from the preliminary opening talks and stuff, the educational portion. I really feel like they know what they're doing. Okay, if I were an employee in one of those companies or in the cigar industry, I would feel good about keeping my job.
Oh, definitely.
And that's something that's kind of rare anymore.
Yeah.
The other thing I thought about a lot was because after Oracle laid off 30,000 people so they could spend money on AI and whatever, AI is not going to be making cigars and rolling them.
No.
There's another industry that's not going to be touched by that as much, and certainly not immediately.
They are, however, coming out with an AI system that's supposedly for shop owners and or retailers to help manage picking a customer's cigars.
Really?
Yeah. They probably ought to ask us.
I haven't read enough about it, but I did read it.
Because it's so difficult.
I guess, because, talking to people's fucking hard.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
Hey, do you smoke cigars? Are you a tobacco user?
That's essentially getting
here. Go to this kiosk right here and punch this in. It'll tell you what to do.
While we stand over here and watch you.
I stand over here and
then you can come hand us money.
Just
unfucking believable.
Wear one beret after another and play my bagpipes.
McDonald's we stopped in. 17. Oh, I know, but 17 employees standing there, bringing your food to the booth. but you got to do it all yourself.
Before though, they never brought food to the booth, right?
No.
Nah, I didn't. I don't know.
I've never had that
in the industry.
Before.
That's called silver platter service when they bring out your food to the table like that. But
we don't need that for McDonald's.
Called a bunch of bullshit.
Bullshit.
Dog shit.
So what did you take? What was your big overall take from
I'm
PCA?
so mad I can't even talk about it right now.
That McDonald's sucks. See you next time.
Be kind. No, I took away, from the festival itself, from the trade show itself. I was very impressed on, I thought the organization was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
As far as, knowing where to go, how to get there to the entrances and all the stuff. And then even the PCA app was incredibly helpful. I don't think you would have had we didn't go to any of the big after parties at the lounges and stuff, but from what I understand, they picked out things that were close by and that you could get to the lounges and the warehouse. I noticed that one quite a bit. So it must have been kind of like a big, kind of like a mill and mine, like a big event space.
It was the sugar mill.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called.
And so I was really impressed by that because I don't know if I just made it up or if I was thinking about it. But it just seemed like I had heard people say things were too spread apart or this or that. Not a huge number of people, but, I was really impressed by that. And then, I felt like their staff there at the convention center. I mean, you didn't notice. I mean, you would find one every once in a while, but you didn't find any dirty ashtrays.
No.
They were walking around. They were cleaning stuff up. They were picking things up. The food line, the food court setup was very nice. If you needed a break or wanted something to drink or, something, fairly cheap to eat. So I think that was one of my biggest takeaways of just the organization of the PCA itself. I think they, like you say, they've got it together, not their first rodeo. And then, the other thing that I was hoping was going to be this way was majority of the manufacturers we got to talk to are in the cigar selling business.
Yeah.
And not caught up in their own hype or, thinks that their shit don't stink.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Although there were those too.
There were a few of those, yeah.
You're right. They did a hell of a job and it wasn't their first rodeo, but it was their second. And I felt like New Orleans wanted it there.
Yeah.
Didn't you? I didn't feel like the city shunned us or, we got talked to outside of the show by a couple of people. Oh, you're at whatever. And so I liked that. They sent out a survey to us and I filled it out and it was a quick little, online thing. And the only thing I could think to improve the whole situation was is that all the booths, the bigger ones especially, had a gathering seating area where salespeople could talk with retailers and whatever, but there was no seating otherwise except at the ends.
Yeah.
And I feel like that because there's a lot of networking.
They had the big PCA booth on one end that I think you could sit at, where we had our little Sunday meeting, and then the food court. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
And I felt like that there was a lot of networking going on from between booths. And a bench here and there, or some seating here and there, or to put the food court in the center to where the whole thing's around it, and you could interact that way.
I agree with this.
And plus, I'm fat and I don't like to stand all the time, so that's the only thing. They asked for suggestions. So it's like you need, because I don't want to sit in the Hoya booth and talk to about something else. That's not fair to their business. That's like showing up at the cigar lounge to
smoking something else.
Yeah, smoking somebody else's cigar, which you should never do. And if you do, you should pay a cutting fee, whether they offer you or make you or not. Anyway, it was one of the most relaxing, enjoyable trips I've had. Period. I thought it was smooth. I felt like that we got to park right there.
Tell them about the van.
You tell
about leaving the van on all day?
Yeah, Jamie decided he wanted to test our luck, and he left the van running in the parking lot outside the PCA trade show for 8 hours.
But it was locked.
Do we know that?
Yeah, I didn't lock it. So, yeah, that was a mistake. And I was probably under the influence of maybe. So anyway, it was, we left. I left the van on for 8 hours. Well, we got in and it was like frigid, like you walked in a refrigerator. I was like, man, this air conditioner works quick and fast. Or maybe, dumb shit, you left the car running. That was what I did.
New Orleans is safer than we thought.
True.
Maybe.
But there's not a big market out there for Chrysler Pacifica minivans to be stolen.
Man, you want to
go for
the power
of a Chrysler Pacifica.
Well, we'll see how next year holds up to this past one in Las Vegas.
Well, I got to give you props too on our accommodations. I thought our accommodations were very convenient with everything we did, from food to getting to the show every day. We're safe. So big props for that. Any final thoughts about your Karen Berger cigars?
I think that, this is a very typical Maduro stick that you could be, if somebody wanted to try a Maduro cigar that wasn't going to blow their, face off with strength, this would be one that you'd want to handle. I think maybe I'm interested to see what you think of the halftime, because it's the same blend. It's just a smaller cigars. I read some reviews that said it's had a little more pepper in it, but it's probably because it's shorter and they're smoking it too hot.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably. But yeah, I like it a lot. I'd smoke it again for sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What about yours, Lex?
It was great. It was smooth. It was sweet. Definitely got some sweetness.
Oh, yeah?
I want to say there was citrus, which I don't know that I've ever gotten that from a cigar. So that was enjoyable for sure.
Yeah, we get one of the Connecticut's that we had there at one time, the Montosa Natural. I got a lot of citrus from it.
And see, I smoked that in the beginning.
I get a lot of citrus from too. Yeah, a lot of lemon or tangerine type sweetness. But so you'll smoke another one.
Definitely.
You're happy to have Karen Berger by our side.
I'm very excited to have her by our side.
Well, good. This Ixtali, very good. I wish I hadn't been yapping so much. I had to relight it a few times, but very enjoyable. Good size. I think this one's could be strength wise, it's probably like a 4 or 5. So it's not anything that's overpowering. It can be, if somebody's wanting to step up a bit, it'll be a good cigar for that. I think a lot of our members will like this cigar. Karen Berger, you did it again. You got fans.
Big fans.
We'll keep this, the Don Kiki and the Habano Maduro Cameroon, the halftime. We'll smoke all those at some point in time, give you some reviews on that. But I think that's it and that's that. You got anything else anybody wants to add?
No.
Folks, be kind to one another. It doesn't cost a dime to be kind, but there's always a price to be paid for cruelty. And if you're out there and want to know more about the Good Guys, go to our website, goodguyscigars. You know the rest. Our calendar's live on the page there 24/7. We'll be coming to a place in a city near you. Real quick, I do want to add June 27th, the inaugural Mike McGill's Summer Spectacular will be taking place at Yeehaw Brewery down on in Knoxville. Come out for that. It's an outside event.
Full band,
and the proceeds, a percentage of the proceeds will be going to the Harvest Hope for Second Harvest Food Bank for the program, and we'll tell you all about that in a coming episode about what that program actually covers and does, and it does a lot of really good stuff. And yeah, you heard it here first. It's one more for the Good Guys and Good Gal.
I'll be gone in the morning before the sun comes up, with me and my weenie dog and my pickup truck. And either way, baby, a good man is hard to find. I said, now either way, baby, a good man is hard to find.